Thank you for that sub, Baker.
You're welcome.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's Friday night, and you know what that means? Absolutely nothing. Because we don't stream on Friday nights. But here we are with our wonderful crew of misfits here on the 2024 Not Actually Holiday Special. Brought to you by your friends at Nerdicopia Network. So, hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I am your DM for this evening, Clandiesel, and I will let the cast introduce themselves here in a moment. So this holiday special is a little bit different, thanks to some inspiration from Stacks and Dungeon Mechanics holiday specials. This is kind of a continuation of last year's holidays. So I'll give you a quick rundown recap of what happened for both the viewers and for the cast, because I'm sure they don't remember exactly what happened last year because it was a year ago and we've all slept since then. So here we go. So last year, the group of adventurers, well, the original group of adventurers, went to a town called Whoville, Hooville, and they were conscripted by the townspeople to fight an evil that was there. That evil ended up being a lich. They had taken some of the people from the village and their children. The party had to rescue them. However, they also ended up murdering some of the village people that were turned into snowmen.
Fake news.
But they got some fat loot for it. But they did end up in the end doing the right thing and stopping the lich and saving the town. Quite simple. So here we are. It's 1 year later. And the party is deciding to stop by this town to rest after traveling for quite a while. So members of the original party, you are walking down a snow-covered road. The snow is beginning to come down, and it starts coming down harder and harder as you go. You start smelling the smell of hearth fires and the smell of food. So you know you're getting close to a village. Anybody that has a passive perception that is higher than 12, you begin seeing the smoke from the fires in the homes and in the inn and stuff. And just a little gleam of light up ahead on the road. As you make your way closer, you see the main road dips down into a village. And it looks like there is either an inn, a tavern, or both to your left.
Is there a sign?
As you walk a little bit further down the path, you do see a sign on there. And you see that the name of the establishment is the Mistletoe.
Cowboy,
Is that,
are we going
is
to the
that
mistletoe?
like the hanging or a missile? That's a toe.
It's actually, the sign is actually nailed to the side of the building near the door. And it is an actual piece of, it shows a picture of like a mistletoe leaf with the berries and stuff. And then at the bottom in common, it says mistletoe. And from the other side of the door, you can hear, conversations, laughter. You can smell food and the clanking of glasses.
I'm conflicted. It is definitely warmer in there, but there's also happy people in there.
You know, being around
Alright.
happy people isn't so bad every now and then.
I
That's
look around
debatable.
and I turn and look at Fial. Did the little one leave us, or did you do something to her?
A little one, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Yes, we did have a little one with us. Penny it was, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure you're all delusional.
Did
I
you
would
eat her?
like to. I would like to insight check her, please.
All right. Let's see. Tanith, roll an insight check.
Yeah.
A field
Fial,
murdered her.
you want to roll a deception?
I'm rolling the Fiel dice, of course, and I got a natural 20 on the first roll.
Of course. Oh my God. These dice are illegal in 48 states.
As is
That
tradition.
is a 30.
Jeez.
Tanith, what did you roll in your insight?
49.
Did you say 49?
29.
29.
I thought you said 49. I was like, excuse
If I'd
you.
have got a nat 20, I would have also got a 30.
There you go. All right. So, Tanith, you know that there was another person in the party, but you believe that Fial believes that she has no idea what you're talking about.
You will notice that Fiel has like a stick, maybe a wand of some type, just kind of, and you know that she doesn't use wands, but she's just kind of twirling her hair with it, or just messing around with it.
Where'd you get that?
Found it on the road.
How did you get to loot before I did?
Probably because she was on top of it when it died.
Yeah, it was not the top.
Well, thanks, Valorant, for those gifted subs.
Let's
right.
go, baby. Oh.
Sure, I agree with you from earlier. Actually, it's not so bad being around happy people. That's more opportunity to make them miserable. As I open the door and step in and slide out of sight, avoiding their questions.
That girl's a box of mismatched screws.
All right. So, as you all enter and sit down at the table, a lady comes over. Hello. What would you all like to eat or drink, or are you meeting someone? Are you here for a party? What can I help you with? Also, original party members, if you would like to, please take this time to introduce yourselves and your characters to everyone.
Okay, I'll go first. Fiao. I'm playing Fiao. She is a very petite, roguish-looking character. Imagine cross between April from Parks and Rec and Wednesday Addams, with even more murderous ambition, and that's Fiao.
Hello. I'm playing the character of Tor Haran, a Oath of the Crown paladin. He is a human. He was originally based around the Mandalorian character. I will openly admit, he, as Clan said in the very beginning, he tends to just kind of look away from things. He pays things no mind. But yeah, that's him. Next.
Yeah. God voice earlier said this was optional, correct? You said if you would like. I'm just saying.
I mean, you kind of got to.
So I'll go next then. I play Kalara. I am a Stark-Eye Drake Warden Ranger. I am 100% the loot goblin of this party, and no shame in that fact whatsoever. So I'm kind of just there for what's in it for me.
That seems rude.
It's the truth of the matter.
Like, he's honest about it. You got to respect it. All right,
There's
Tanith.
that, I guess.
Introduce Tanith.
So I am Tanith Morquin. That's Morqen for anyone at home that's trying to spell it and hates Buck's spellings.
I wouldn't have even known what the regular spelling was.
Be glad there's not a Z
That's
at the beginning.
like 75% of this party at this current moment.
And I play a reborn cleric.
Mhm.
And
Ooh.
so I'm got like purplish, almost light purple hair, and I'm in a full set of armor. That surprisingly doesn't make me clank all the time when I'm walking around. And I wield a warhammer and a shield. And I'm
All right.
apparently pretty emo or goth, depending on how you look at it, according to the DM.
Could go either way. Depends on the mood.
Hardcore
All right.
goth.
Thanks for introducing yourselves. My name's Madeline.
There's one more.
Yes.
We have a cowboy.
Oh,
We
that's
do have-
right. Yes. He's been very silent. Speak up, Bebop.
I'm Bebop Longhorn. I am a average size human. Have a long black coat on, and inside that you see two big 6-shooters at his side. He's got a big 10-gallon Sam Elliott cowboy hat on, big long mustache, and really grumpy.
Are you Sam Elliott?
Like 1978 Sam Elliott, yes.
I respect it. That was a good year for Sam Elliott. That was a
Pre
good year.
Roadhouse, Sam Elliott.
It's pre-Roadhouse Sam Elliott, so mostly black hair, very little gray. And that's it. Yep.
Like I said, my name's Madeline. Can I get your order? Tanith, Bebop, Yao, Laura? Tur? Did you say your name was Tur?
Correct.
You just
You
want
do
to start
have
off with some drinks?
Alcohol in this town?
It's mostly what we do have, yes.
Bring us a few rounds of strong ale.
First round's on me, boys. Slaps of gold down.
Oh, I think I'll bring your change.
I
No
want
change,
the
no
strongest
change.
stuff you have.
Okay. The same goes for you, Kay Laura.
That's fine.
All right, I'll be right back with your drinks. And she goes off. As you all are sitting there, make a perception check.
I'm so bad at this.
God, I don't even remember if I'm any decent at this or not.
That is a 19.
That is a nat 20 plus 7, sir.
Let's
Fif-
go.
I think you're pretty
15.
good at it.
Yeah, I
That'll
got a
probably be the only one I
24.
roll tonight.
Is that like the
Okay,
first
so
two nat
20
20s? That's crazy.
Yeah. So 24, I heard a 19. Kay Laura got an oh my god.
I see it all.
Yeah, you know
15.
everything. 15.
Mhm.
All right,
I got a nat 20 plus 6.
that works.
And I have
So
300 feet
every-
of dark vision. So I see everything in the dark.
That's true.
Of 60
The
feet.
not even John Cena can get away from you.
Right?
All right, so you all begin to get the feeling that you are being watched. And as you kind of nonchalantly look around, you see a gentleman at one of the tables across the end from you. And he kind of stares at you guys for a little bit. And then he looks down at what appears to be a sheet of paper and looks back. And you get a good look at him. He is average human, basically. So he's like, 5'10", got kind of a frumpy, brown hair, mustache and beard, tweed jacket, bow tie, vest. He's not your average adventurer, you do know that. But he does seem to be preoccupied with the party. And as you're notice you, Madeline comes back with drinks. She sets them on the table. Here you go. Here's everybody. I got something extra strong for you, Mr. Tanith. And do y'all need anything else? If not, I'll just go back to the bar area. And you guys, if you need anything, just flag me down.
One second. What do you have in terms of food? Do you have any like sampler platters available?
A sampler platter?
Like of meats, different kinds of meats.
I can bring you a tray of meat and cheese if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay, and some bread. Is that okay to
Yes,
bring out for everyone?
Is anybody bread intolerant?
While everybody turned to pay attention to her, Biao would like to slip away into the shadows. It's kind of somewhere in the bar, kind of out of sight.
Okay.
Realistically, we've been together for a year. If you don't know if we are intolerant to bread or not by this point, are you ever going to?
It's a learning process. We've added some new characters, so I don't know of everybody's interests.
Have
Bebop
we
looks at
added new characters
You've not
yet?
added new characters yet.
Bebop whispers in his ear, "I have a gluten allergy."
You have a gluten allergy. I think that's related to bread.
Okay.
Is
So,
there gluten? Is there gluten in the bread?
Yes, there's gluten. What do you think bread
yes.
is?
This one
Yes,
cannot
there-
have because this one cannot have the gluten.
I'm
Well,
not buying that.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get the meat and cheese now. If you all need anything,
Kenneth
just
flags her to come to him
yes, sir.
without
Yes,
saying
sir.
anything. And he points kind of, real subtle at the man. Do you know who that is?
And she looks over at the man, and then looks back at you, Tanith. No, I don't. I've never seen him before. He's been here though for a couple of hours. He just sits at the table though. Every now and then he'll order a drink. But assumed he was here waiting on someone.
Mm.
What is he drinking?
He just drinks ale. Sometimes he'll ask for water.
When you come back with the food, bring me an ale also, please.
Okay, sure, Mr. Tanith. I'll be right back. And she goes to get the food and the ale. Fiao.
Mhm.
You decided to slip into the shadows, right?
Yep.
So do you want to roll a stealth check?
I
Or
did.
is that like
It's
an ability you
20.
have?
Is it 24?
24. Everybody but the people in your party have forgotten that you exist.
I would like to sneak over to the table where this gentleman is sitting and
Okay.
sit down next to him and reach my hand under the table and poke him in the belly with my dagger.
Oh,
Okay.
Slowly.
Okay, so he's sitting at the table, kind of looking at the paper at this point, and he feels a slight poke in his abdomen. And he's like, ah!
Be quiet.
How can I be quiet? You just tried to put a dagger in my stomach. Why would you do that?
You obviously want to be part of the conversation at that table. Why don't you join us? As I kind of start to rise up, lifting the dagger slightly.
I mean, it would be rude to just sit down.
Come over.
And
It's
then
my invitation.
He follows you at knife point to the table.
Lack of options.
He grabs a seat from one of the nearby tables because there's not enough seats at your table for him. And he sits down next to you.
Everyone, this is, and I look at him.
Oh, right. Names. We're doing that part of the conversation now, right? Yes, that's great. Okay. Names. I like names. I've got one. There is a name that I have, and that name, Bartleby. Ignatius Bartleby. That's my name. And I do things throughout the world, and it's really cool, and you guys will be amazed at them. What are we doing? What are we talking about? What are you guys doing here?
Are you a carny, sir?
No, I am not a carny, but I've always wanted to be a carny because they seem to have a lot of fun, and I like fun.
It's a lot of drugs.
Not that kind of fun, then. No, don't want to be a carny. Off the list.
He sits back down, and without resheathing a dagger, she reaches over and grabs the drink, and there's no dagger in her hand.
So, Mr. Bartleby.
Yes, Bartleby. Ignatius Bartleby.
So,
it's a cool name for cool guys like me.
What makes you so cool?
Because my cool name, Ignatius Bartleby, it's cool, you see?
No.
I'm
Also-
entirely over this conversation already.
Oh, don't be like that. That's mean. You guys haven't even introduced yourselves yet.
Oh, that isn't
told
how
you
this
my
conversation
name.
is going to go.
You were staring too intently.
Are you sure I was staring?
Your eyes were
Very.
locked quite firm.
You
well-
you side-eyed me, Barbie.
I thought his name was Bartleby.
Yeah,
That's
Bartleby.
what I said.
Ignatius Bartleby.
Facious Barbie. That's
no.
what I said.
I'm sorry if it seemed like I was staring because I was over there and I was looking at you guys and I was trying to make sure that you all were the correct ones that I was supposed to be staring at, and it appears that I was right.
How old
Then
how are
out
you?
with it.
Well, if you know what, hey, and he looks at Fia. Just 2 seconds. Stabby McStabberson. Can I call you that? Is that your name, Stabby McStabberson? Because if not, that should be because you like to stab.
If that's the last name you'd like to hear from this earth, it can be.
Okay, not Stabby
As I
Stabberson.
politely set my sickle on the table, she just
Okay.
got to it first.
Can you give me like 2 minutes?
1.
Clock is
Mhm.
ticking.
Okay, great. Thanks. I'll be back. You, sir, the purple-haired man. Yes, you. I like you. It's very cool what you did with your hair. I like it. It's
30
you.
seconds.
It's abnormal. Thanks for ordering my drink. I'll be back to get it in just a moment. Just one second. And he goes out the door, and he is gone for a little bit. And then you start hearing like a weird, like it's almost like wind chime sounding.
Ooh, what did
but
you
with like a
drink?
mechanical undertone, and then there's nothing. And then in about 20 more seconds, you hear the same sound again.
Is he out of time?
And then he comes back in and he's dusting stuff. Ugh, it is really cold. No one told me it was snowing today. I should have checked the weather. It is snowing like crazy outside. Okay, here we are. I am back. Has it been time? It probably has been. Sorry about that. The gears got stuck and it wouldn't go out of park. All right, cool. So I'm glad you guys are here. We've met already, right? Dabby McStabberson, Sickle McFly, and the three silent people. All right, cool. Got your names. There we go. We're ready to rock. All right, I want you guys to meet my friends because they're pretty cool. And one of them kind of looks like a peppermint stick. So, as he says that, some new people enter the establishment. And Madeline's like, just sit where you want to. I'll be with you all in just a minute. I'm getting a little busy up here, so
I summon my Drake.
What is a peppermint
wa-
stick?
So in walks a couple of new characters. So, new characters.
No.
Introduce yourselves.
What for
Whenever
more?
you want to go. Tell you what, we said the peppermint character first. Lady K, introduce
Okay.
your character.
So as you see her walk in behind Mr. Bartleby, you see her kind of muttering, and you see her kind of turning her head, and she's, I don't know why he ever says things like that. Why does he introduce us like that? We don't look like a peppermint stick, do we? Now, you know that we do kind of look like peppermint. It'll be okay. Who the hell are they? Well, I don't know. Do you know who they are? I don't know who they are. And what you see is this white-skinned, peppermint-looking tiefling. She has red around her horns that come out of the front of her head, and she's got a crossbow slung across her back. And you just notice she's muttering to herself. She's not talking to anybody. You just hear her kind of talking back and forth. She's really not paying a whole lot of attention to both of you. She seems very in her own conversation.
All right. Next. Dax. Why don't you get a jump on things and introduce your character?
Sweet. So shortly after the peppermint colored individual walks in, a brightly green and red grung walks in shortly after. He is a frog man, kind of lean, wearing pretty pristine armor with a overzealous red cape with green undertones and kind of red greaves. And for those that look close enough, his cape is held on with an emblem from his clan, the infamous Clandiesel. And for those that look a little bit closer, strapped to his side is a honeypot book named Only Liches Volume 3. And he
Oh,
looks
I like-
and he looks directly at the camera and says, "Oh, tonight's gonna be fun, chat. Tonight's gonna be fun."
No, he's fourth-walling it.
All right. I like it. I like it. Bonus experience.
Yes.
All right. And let's see. Last but certainly not least,
Oh, it's my turn.
it is your turn.
There you go. So after the magnificent frogman comes in, you see just an adorable little elf girl walk in. She's dressed in some nice. By the way, I love that we went with green. There's a lot of green. A nice green and sort of like silver robes. Think Slytherin colors because she's given major Slytherin vibes. She's got some beautiful, just crimson eyes. She's very kind of silent, kind of shy. She kind of approaches last, little jumpy, looking around, keeping an eye, just kind of waves at you guys and tries to find a spot on the outskirts of the group.
All right. So with that, Ignatius looks at everybody and says, all right, you three go meet with those other people that I met over there. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I will be right back again. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. How about this? It's snowing. and he goes back outside, and you hear in just a moment you hear the wind chime kind of mechanical sound, and then nothing.
It is true. It is snowing outside.
So in
Such a
just a moment,
revelation.
so are you three standing there? Are you going to sit at the table? What are you with the other? What are you going to do?
But before they sit down, Tanith leans over to Fiao. Who the hell brought in the color brigade?
I don't know. But they may have gold on them, so
Did they say
see
that
where this
loud enough for
goes.
me to hear it?
I mean, we're
I mean, you
whispering.
guys can probably hear at the table, but maybe like
Yeah.
not out.
Okay.
Hey, Laura, you heard it because you automatically hear anything with regards to treasure, cash, money, loot.
Yeah. Do we get
Welcome to
loot
the
them?
murder party. Have a seat.
Luckily, we sat at a table with enough seats for everybody.
Well,
Whatever.
as you're trying to sit down, Madeline comes over and she's bringing the meat and cheese bread and the ale that Tanith ordered. She goes, would y'all like to go to our bigger table? Since it seems like you have more friends.
Yeah,
Again, that's debatable.
Okay, and then she goes and sets the ale in the tray on this rather large table. It'll fit probably 12 or 15 easily.
They have to order their own food.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get their order in just a minute. Ruby, as you go to move over to the table to sit down, a gentleman comes up behind you and he's holding two seats. And he said, won't you go with me, little lady? We can sit next to me and the other one over there with the knife hand. How about that? We all go sit together and be friends. How about that? He hollers over at y'all. Would you like another ale?
She just stares at him like this, right through him. Just
Yep. So
death
he
stare.
moves over and he sets a seat right next to you, Fiao, and then right next to him. And he looks like, here you go, love, and taps it like he wants you to sit there, Ruby. And he looks over at you, Fiao, and goes, come on, love, it's the holidays. Won't you give me a little kiss? We are under the mistletoe and such.
Can I loot him first?
So
Bebop literally almost spits in his cup when he's trying to drink it, about to laugh. That's what's about to happen.
How big is this
Oh.
guy?
This guy, I would say he's about 6'3", 250 pounds.
Oh, what a stud. Huh.
Oh, he's small.
Ruby walks over and she looks up at him, and Ruby's very small. She's about 5'3", and her eyes are generally a very like light brownish color, like a hazel almost. Oh, you would like me to sit here? And then suddenly you see a flick in her eyes as they change, and they're just a very bright yellow. And she pulls her dagger and stabs it in between his fingers on the table. I don't think that you should be really going this way, sir.
I
Or
like this one.
You could lose a few fingers or something else. And she looks down and then looks back up at his eyes.
Whoa, love, hold on a minute there. Listen, I was just trying to have a little fun, little merriment here at the Yuletide. Come on. Just a
I
little
think-
kiss and I'll be on my way.
I
At
think
this
your
point-
seat is reserved for one of the rest of us. I think you should move.
At this point, I've directed Indrum up onto the table, and you see him right in front of this guy, and he's just a little brown dragon at this point. And he's just perched there waiting.
And at the last second, you're gonna see her eyes flip back to her Hazel, and you see, please.
Oi, Bebop, you think there's gonna be a brawl?
I'm sorry, but I think you missed, and I'm gonna stab a dagger right into his hand.
All right, roll an attack roll, BL.
That's 22.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, there's no question.
Yeah.
You hear him scream, "Oh God, what'd you do that for?"
I thought we were playing the game where you try to stab someone in the hand.
And he jerks his hand up so hard that it actually pulls the dagger with it.
Oh, I love that game.
He's like,
You're not.
you lot got the devils in you or something. Bunch of demons here on Yuletide. You've not heard the last of me.
Let's hope.
And he runs off out the door. There's just a trail of blood
It was nice to
behind
meet you.
him. And then you hear Madeline
Aw.
go,
I didn't get my turn.
"Now I gotta clean that up."
Don't clean it up.
Yeah, don't lick it this time. Ugh, it's gross when you do that.
So she sends one of the boys from the kitchen out to mop that up. Comes back over to the table. I'm sorry about that. Danny
No need
can
to
be
apologize.
an ass.
If you have more entertainment, make it last a little longer, please.
You're not the first to say that, Danny. Probably not the last. Sorry for that. I tell you what, round of drinks on the house, to make up for it. I believe you three have not ordered yet. Would y'all like, ale? I've got some, whiskey as well. There's some, hard ciders, water. There's some cocoa. Some people like cocoa during Yuletide. What would y'all like?
You have anything with a pretty umbrella?
No.
Do
Well,
you
that's
have
some
any pretty
cocoa.
umbrellas?
That sounds good.
No.
I'll just take a cocoa then.
All right. All right. And what for you, miss?
I'll have a cocoa as well. And then you hear her go, "Can you please add a few shots in that as well?"
Dwarven cocoa, got it?
Glass of water, please.
That's okay. I'll be right back in just a moment. And she goes into the kitchen. You hear the clanking and, the steam and all this fun stuff. And here in just a few minutes, she comes back out. She brings the drink. Here you go. Like I said, on the house. Don't worry about it. Sorry about all that. And then she heads back to the back there. And then she leaves you to conversate amongst yourselves.
Or you, strong man. It's mighty cold out there for your people, isn't it?
You know what they say.
What do they say?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
But you're the one who said it. So how would I know what you were going to say?
Because you said it.
But I didn't.
It's a bit nipply outside. Nothing to worry about, though.
Well, there's plenty to worry about.
Hearing these two get started, I've sat down in a chair with my dragon in my lap and I'm cleaning out my fingernails with my sickle. Sheer boredom on my face.
You're a strong one, strong man.
More dexterous, but we'll get to that. What brings all of you out tonight on such a, fine and cold night? Is that water here yet?
Yes, she said she brought it to the table already.
Is that water?
Thank you kindly.
with a little water to cut the tension.
I'll cheer my ale to his water.
Jesus.
Cheers, Grungman.
I do have a name.
Y'all have failed to give any of them, so why should we use them?
If you knew my name beforehand, I mean, Sir Sicilian South Pole. Pleasure.
I'm gonna call you Grungman.
Pretty consistent. I think I know who you're talking to, so
Well, there's no
What's-
other grungs here.
that's why I know. What's your name there, Human?
We don't have a Hugh here.
Oh.
He's talking about you.
Ah, yes, quite. My name is Tur Haran.
From the Harans?
Do you know of us?
Up north, right? Or is it
No.
south?
No, we are
East.
west.
Oh, there we go. Last one I picked. Wouldn't have guessed. A lot of Harans out. Anyone else can speak at this table freely. I'm more than happy to oblige.
Wait, well, yes, they all have mouths. They all have vocal cords. They can speak.
Why are you so anxious?
Who?
Sir Cillian. She looks at you and tilts her head a little.
It's the views, Ruby. It's all about the views.
You've got the anxiety, do you not?
No, of course not.
Ooh.
It's okay. Social anxiety is a real thing.
Is it
Why
though?
does my cocoa taste funny?
Why does her cocoa taste funny?
Who's gonna tell her?
Because she wanted alcohol in it. That's why.
What?
Were you
I
not
don't
paying
think-
attention?
We don't. It's fine. I'll just take it over. Sorry. Ruby. Ish. Yes.
Pleased to meet you,
I'm-
Ruby-ish.
Lumi. But just call me Ruby. It's probably better for everybody that way.
Ruby.
Lumi, I thought you would let me know when you were going to come out first. That's not very fair.
Oh, this one's a hoot.
Who's she talking to? We don't have anyone named Lumi.
Are you insane?
She has two people in her heads. I've seen this before.
I have one. Let's just not tell her that. She doesn't really understand.
They're multiplying.
More so a protector of sorts. You see, Ruby doesn't really do well with the whole stabby kill sort of thing. So I kind of just take care of that for her. Per se.
What?
Bad things happen, I take over. She's a really sweet soul.
Which one am I talking to right now?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm Lumi.
How the fuck was I supposed to know?
Pay attention.
It happened
Yeah.
so quick.
Brielle leans over to Tanith and says softly, "If you kill someone with two personalities, does that count as two or one?"
Still only counts as one.
Fine.
I only get to loot once. It only counts as one.
I'm glad we're putting down rules.
Anyway, so, who are you? And she just smiles from across the table.
Is she staring at anybody in particular?
Just kind of looking around the table. She doesn't know any of you other than
Hmm.
Cecilian and Rika's character, whose name I can't remember because it's not on his thing right now.
Well,
Dang it, Rican.
Oh,
It's not my fault. Dang it.
I've
Yeah,
already
he's a-
said, I
what a
already said
noob.
my name. My name is Tur Haran. Good to meet you, Ruby and Lumi.
I can't change it.
Nice to meet
I'll,
you.
I'll fix
sir.
it.
Bebop grabs his hat. Bebop. That's all he says.
And what of your other silent friend who came in?
Right.
Huh?
It's good. It's a
What?
good cocoa. Could be better.
S-
Little-
Speak up.
little umbrella or something. Just it's hi.
It's quite low here, actually.
Hi.
Hello.
Does she seem childish in nature, in looks, in?
No,
Does she seem of a child? Okay.
no. She's just very socially awkward. We'll put it that way. She's very shy.
Ah,
Very
so
shy.
she's
We're
the
all
one. With,
very awkward.
so
Great.
she's
I
the one
love
with
it.
the
Yeah,
social
it's
anxiety.
fantastic. She's definitely suffering from some social anxiety in this crowded ass bar. And it's hi. Yeah, I just want a little cocoa. Would have liked a little umbrella, but I'm Rakisa. Hi, hi.
Hello.
Yeah. And then I just take a sip. Oh, that burns. I'll just put it down for a little bit.
I'm Fiao, and I know nothing of any children that are missing or that will be missing.
There's missing children?
No,
That's
We
there's
know of
not.
not know. We
That's a
know of
later
not.
conversation, Fiao.
Her face is definitely not on a wanted poster in the next town.
that's a weird thing to say. Oh, okay.
I'm sure we can fix that though.
The night is still young.
So you were hanging around with the weird gentleman from before?
Yeah, ignoramus burger butt. Yeah.
What's his deal? Why is he so happy? It's weird.
I, I don't know.
Telling you it's the drugs.
I don't know.
As you say that to her, you guys hear the wind chime sound again,
Oh
back.
God, he's coming
and
back.
a kind of a thud. And then here in just a moment, Ignatius walks in. But this time he is dressed a little bit different. He's still got the tweed jacket and vest on, his bow tie, but he's wearing like Bermuda shorts and sunglasses. And he's holding like a Mai Tai. And he walks in, he shuts the door, and he sits down. He's got like the little sunscreen paste on his nose. And he sits down and he's like, whew. Information gathering is tough. So, have you guys talked a little bit, got to know each other, social niceties, exchanged pleasantries, got each other's digits?
We tried to take off a few digits. Does that count?
I'll take it. Especially from you, Scythe McFly.
Y'all hear a small, like, lightning crackle growl from my lap?
What is that? Did you?
Yeah, puts a hand over on her shoulder. There's too many witnesses.
So,
Just means more loot.